Hello and welcome back to Football Match Daily. Yeah, we're here for this weekend's big game, Manchester United hosting Liverpool on Sunday night. We've got Chinmay and I covering the pre-game for this one. So let's just right into it. Chinmay, what do you think about this game in general from a United fan's perspective?
I think it's a very big game because it is, well, of course, that game wasn't so good for us. But, United versus Liverpool is always a big game. You don't really see where they are on the points table. But these two teams, whenever they clash, it is always going to be a very um, tense atmosphere in the ground. Of course, you have Old Trafford now, Liverpool traveling up to Manchester. And I really think form goes out of the window. Players' individual form goes out of the window, and whoever comes out on top that day gets bragging rights to say that they are the better team.
So this was the last game United played in the Premier League, losing 4-2 at Leicester. I mean, banter aside, what do you think of the lineup and how would it be against Liverpool?
Against Liverpool, I think one thing I've noticed is that whenever Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is in pressure, whenever he's facing a big team, or whenever his job is on the line, he goes to McFred. I think I'm not saying I want to see it happen, but speaking from whatever has happened in the past, McFred will probably start again. They did start against Atlanta. Fred had quite a good game, honestly. I don't know what other fans think about it. He had quite a good game. Actually, for the first time in a long time, I'm scared if he is actually injured or not, because he might actually be the key to stopping Liverpool's midfield. So McFred might be an option. That leaves us with where Paul Pogba is going to play, because Rashford is back. He's scoring 2 and 2 so far. So Pogba might just drop to the bench again. I don't know how he'll take that. He might start. I don't know. I don't think he can drop Ronaldo. Ronaldo played 90 minutes, scored the win against Atlanta, but I think Ronaldo starts because it is United Liverpool. Ronaldo was signed for the big game. Um, right winger, Now I think Greenwood started against Atlanta. Sancho not really in form. We might actually just see McFred, Pogba, Bruno, and Rashford. Might just happen with Ronaldo up top. So that might just be a lineup. I think the defense remains the same though.
So you're saying the back line more or less stays the same. The only changes that
It
come.
does. I mean, I don't think he can go with anything else. Varane isn't fit. I don't think Bai is better than Lindelof at the moment. Maguire looked back. He scored two, and Shaw and Wan Bissaka. I don't think they get replaced.
So the only changes you'd say is Fred probably
I'd
coming.
probably say Yeah, Fred for Matic. Sancho for McTominay, as I said. Rashford coming in for Greenwood. I think that might be the ideal lineup. Ole goes with. I hope I'm wrong. I hope McFred don't play. I hope we attack from the start. But my ideal lineup, which Ole will go with, is this one.
As you were talking about, like you want to attack from minute one. That's what you want.
Yeah.
What are you expecting Ole to put in tactically? Are you going to be attacking from minute one? Because even from a neutral fan's perspective, Liverpool have been a very attacking side throughout the tournament so far. So,
I think
to
I think the truth of the matter is United. I want them to attack, but they won't be able to attack from minute one. They haven't been able to do so against even the teams who don't have the prowess Liverpool possess. And you look at defensively, if you look at Shaw, Maguire, Lindelof, and Wan-Bissaka, they are good, I would say. But against Mo Salah in this form, against Firmino and Mane, I think Liverpool are going to go and attack and try to score from minute one. So I think United again they have to rely on counter attack. They have to try to get a good. They need to try to stop Liverpool attacking first. Then they need to go. I hope I don't think United can attack from minute one, because if they do that, it really means that Liverpool have been stifled properly. So I expect Liverpool to be the one making all the shots and flying out from minute one.
that was United. Moving on to Liverpool. Uh,
Yeah.
1 second. So the last game Liverpool
I
played
don't think
was
we need to talk about Yala's game, because I don't think we need to. I think more than anything we need to talk about that goal if I'm not wrong, because everybody has been talking about that goal. You know, just asking you, your thoughts on that goal and this player this season.
It's a new season. It's a new Mo. I mean, that's all I can say. We all knew that Mo Salah was capable of scoring goals, breaking records, but he's taken it to a whole new level this season. And to be honest, you're the first person who actually asked me that. I'm quite kind of glad you did, because two brilliant solo goals in 2 games, in 2 Premier League games, and to be honest, they're so similar. And we've seen him do stuff like that in the past. He's won a Puskas Award for that in the past against Spurs. But I think if this is how he started his season, I'm just hoping AFCON doesn't take him away for too long, because we're going to be missing Mo Salah in January, when the games are coming in thick and fast. So I mean, not talking about that, hoping that doesn't go through. He's been on exceptional form. He's currently the best player in the world. You've said it in the previous video, and he's getting goals from literally everywhere right
I
now.
said I said the best player in the world, but I also said there are two
Yeah, I mean,
superhumans above him, and
one of
one
them
is
is going to
going to be on
be,
the
yeah,
pitch.
yeah. So
But just tactically, I want to ask you quickly: do you probably think this is Ronaldo versus Mo Salah? Because the last time we used to play, Ronaldo came out on top. I mean, he didn't score, but they won the Champions League.
yeah,
Madrid versus Liverpool. So how do you see that going ahead?
I mean, since you speak about the last time it was Ronaldo versus Salah. Salah had his hand taken off quite literally by Sergio Ramos. But again, there's a new Mo Salah. There's a more mature Mo Salah. Same can be said about Ronaldo. The guy keeps maturing every single day. He keeps improving every single season, and that's something you cannot deny about Cristiano Ronaldo, because the he ages like fine wine. So in terms of goal scoring, yes, I think each team is going to look at Cristiano Ronaldo and Mo Salah respectively to get them those goals, even create those opportunities. But at the end of the day, it comes down to it being a team game. Maybe Virgil van Dijk is physically stronger than Cristiano. Maybe, I'm just saying maybe he's not. So obviously, it comes down to that. Maybe Van Dijk and Matic have a poor game. Ronaldo can get a couple of more tap-ins to score. Maybe we get another Player of the Month for that. Whereas, Luke Shaw just lets Mo Salah go easy. I mean, anything could happen is what I'm trying to say. So,
Yeah, yeah. I heard a lot of statements in that rant. Okay.
but if you were to ask me, I think, yeah, Cristiano Ronaldo, Mo Salah, the two attacking threats for each team. And if you were to ask me in the starting 11, Keita drops out for Fabinho. You need that central rock in the midfield. The back four remains same. I'm wondering if Curtis Jones makes a cut for this game. I don't think he would. Thiago's also back to training. So if either of them are fit enough to play, I'd place them over Milner. But again, Milner has he even though he's almost 40 years old already, he's got that work rate of a 28-year-old man. I mean, he's exactly like Cristiano Ronaldo in that sense. So that's you want to look for that, because again, if you're talking about Fred starting, I'm talking about Milner starting. That's the kind of 50-50 I'd go for. Front three remains same, back four remains same. Allison comes in for Keller, obviously.
Where do you think? I don't want to put you across in a bad way, but I would actually like to ask you, because you do support Liverpool. If you do lose this game, yeah, where do you think you lose it? Which area, or which player, or which fact are you looking at to say we lost it here? Just a prediction.
I won't put it down to any player, but as you saw, even the Brentford game where we conceded three previous in the beginning of the season, then our last midweek game at Atletico where we conceded two quick Griezmann goals. We saw that our midfield went complacent as soon as we got those two goals. Right, we were dominant from the first minute. We got two in the first 15, and as soon as we got those two, our midfield got complacent. They stopped marking their mans. They let those balls go in easy. The high line stopped working for us suddenly, and we let those counter attacks come easy. And when you're going to play against players as fast as Sancho, Greenwood, Ronaldo, maybe Bruno Fernandes, all those fast players, you cannot keep that much of a high line. So that would be something I want to look out for. Yeah, I mean, Van Dijk, Robertson, Trent, these are all fast players, but then they're not matching Sancho, Bruno Fernandes, Cristiano Ronaldo, Greenwood on their pace. So maybe not keep a high line for this one because they would punish us. Ronaldo's finishing is better than the entire Atletico teams, and I'm not going to bet against that. So that is something I just want to watch out for. Maybe not get replaced, play a high line, especially if United go with the defensive tactic, because then they would definitely play on the counter attacks. So now that we've seen each team's lineups and how they might play, how do you think the game might play in general? Like what do you think is going to be? Like, it's going to be defense versus attack, or is going to be played in the middle of the field? How do you think it's going to play out?
I don't think it can be played in the middle of the field because I honestly think United's midfield is on some days they play like Barcelona, prime Barcelona, and on some days they're completely invisible. I can't really put pinpoint them. So I really think, as you said, the first option, I really think it is going to be defense versus attack. United's defense versus Liverpool's attack, and then United's defense probably being able to cope up and counter attacking quickly. Because as you just rightly said, if you look on the pace basis, yeah, even if Greenwood doesn't start, even if Sancho doesn't start, imagine those two not starting, or let's say Rashford doesn't start. Rashford coming on in the 70th minute against retired Van Dijk or a Matip is it's going to play in United's favor. So I really think United's game plan this time is to soak up all of pressure, all of the pressure from Liverpool, and to probably go ahead and counter against them.
Uh,
Basically, what Ole Gunnar Solskjaer does against every big team, right?
No, I mean, even previous, I mean, in the beginning of the season, we saw the Liverpool versus Chelsea game where after the red card, Chelsea were completely defensive. Chelsea's defense were managed to hold on to soak up Liverpool's pressure, as you said. Can United's defense do that? Because United don't have Chelsea's defense.
So this is where you need, I think, all 11 players to stand up. And I think from the last performance, United was Atlanta. The first half they were completely invisible. The second half, all 11 players came alive. All 11. I saw Ronaldo, Cavani tracking back to the corner flag. So it was if they give those kind of performances, I really think they can make a difference. I really think United. I think the best fact about the game nobody's talking about this is that everybody thinks and everybody knows in their mind. Everybody knows that Liverpool has won this game. Everybody's saying, everybody is saying that Liverpool is going to beat United this Sunday. Nobody's even counting for United win because they're saying Liverpool is too good for United. I think this is where United come in because there is absolutely nothing to lose. Nobody's even counting on them to win. So if United can get ahead of Liverpool's complacency and if they can target it, I think this is where they win.
As you were just talking about how nobody really expects United to get a result out of this one. I was just thinking about how maybe United would want to slow the game down, play out the fouls, maybe get Liverpool's. I mean, slow down Liverpool's tempo. Basically, would that be an option?
Well, it would because now at least we have some seasoned campaigners. Maguire knows how to Maguire knows how to handle stuff. You have a look at Luke Shaw. I really think actually along with not just a tactical foul but along with defending too. I feel this is the first game which I'm actually looking at and I'm thinking I'm really missing Rafael Varane because he is a defensive rock and he is a four-time Champions League winner. He knows how to stop good players. So I really think we'll miss him, not just in the strategic fouling part, but also the defensive area too. But I really just hope that we can cope up with Liverpool's attacking threat.
Okay, quick predictions. How do you think it's going to be score-wise?
I I hope 2-1 United. I don't know. I hope 2-1 United and Ronaldo scoring. I don't know. I think Rashford or I for some reason I think Sancho might get his first goal. So Ronaldo, Rashford, Sancho, one of those, two of those three, I think probably will be on the score sheet.
I'd go for 3-1 in Liverpool. Salah with a brace, and I'd say Mane. Salah and Mane.
I mean, Klopp had one everywhere, yeah, except for Old Trafford,
Yeah, exactly.
and he
Until last
managed to do
season.
that. He managed to do that in May. So now that one confidence factor for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is gone. But I just want to put this out. If Ole does lose his game, pressure's back on, and then Zidane's getting ready then maybe. So let's just
You
hope
know,
that we have a good game.
your two of your last Champions League games have been at Old Trafford. You've got two late winners there, and I mean,
By Ronaldo, by
by
Ronaldo.
Ronaldo, yeah.
Two,
So
yeah.
the moment Ronaldo converted Luke Shaw's cross midweek, I got worried. It's at Old Trafford. That's when my my goosebumps really came in, because it's Old
I,
Trafford
I, I
against
really
Cristiano
I really
Ronaldo.
think it will play a factor. I really think it will play a factor. People look at Anfield, and I don't think people look at Old Trafford with the same kind of fear anymore, because now there are actually teams who come to Old Trafford thinking that we can win the game. It never used to happen before, when we had Alex Ferguson. But you have a look at the current managers, and teams actually think they can win. But the way you just described, last night, second half, Old Trafford was on its own. They were completely pushing the players on. So if they can get that kind of atmosphere back up, then it just gels off, and we can give Liverpool a bit feel of Anfield.
It's not even about motivating players, it's about demotivating the opposition. And that really affects the players more than the motivation does. So I mean, you're hoping for a good game. There's been a great conversation, a great insightful conversation, to be honest. And I'm really looking forward to the game, and I'm really looking forward to our reactions post game, where we'll be joined by Ayush. So yes to that. Hopefully we have a good game, whatever the result. And we hope you like this video. So if you did, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And this is it for us. This is us for this week. Vadeep and Chinmay, thank you for watching.